Hello, hi friends, welcome to my channel. And today we'll be discussing upon the topic Claude versus Claude Code versus Cowork. So all these three are like the models or the different Claude AIs which are currently available in the market. And today we'll be learning like how they are different and how they can be useful to us. So firstly, we start with the Claude AI. So the Claude AI is like a conversational intelligence bot. So basically, it's helpful in everyday thinking and analysis, a versatile conversational assistant designed for research, drafting, and complex problem solving through a intuitive chat UI. So again, like it's a chat bot, like Chat GPT or Gemini, which takes the input as the prompts or the chat, and then it generates stuff for us and provides us the output. So use cases, we can see it can be used to draft email, brainstorm ideas, and summarize long form content. So basically, again, like it can generate textual based stuff or the even the files and images as well. So pros, if we check out, so it has zero stat setup required. So again, like you just have to provide the inputs as chat, versatile and highly general. So again, and in the cons, if we look into this, so no local system access, requires manual follow-up. So in this, again, like it doesn't have any access to our system or any files, and we have to manually like provide any file if required, or manually we have to run the bot. So basically it's not autonomous, we can say. So that's how the Claude AI is, the chatbot is, and that's how it's useful. So next we'll move on to the Claude Code. So the Claude Code, again, it's a Claude AI again module like we just provided. So basically this is autonomous terminal workflow. So a high performance command line tool that act as an autonomous coding agent operating directly within your terminal and local file system. So again, like it gets the access, or it you can provide the access to your local file system, and it runs on the terminal. So terminal is basically a command prompt or like a black screen window where you just enter the commands, and based on the commands, like again bot runs in the background. So it doesn't have any GUI, graphical user interface, or any Windows clickable application. So yeah, and again, like the execution, if we check this, so build entire feature or refactor legacy code base autonomously. So again, it works autonomously, and you doesn't need to like manually look into each and everything. Pros, if we check out the pros, so fully autonomous with deep code base context and file system memory. So again, like it's autonomous, deep code base context it has, and it has file system memory. So again, like it has access to your local files also, and it can create files, and it can manage the overall system, and basically it has a full control of your system. So if we check out the risks, requires careful reviews of autonomous changes. So again, like as you are providing the access to your local files, your machine, and things, so there are risks that it can delete some required files which you didn't want it to be deleted or to be modified, which it can do. So you have to be cautious about it, and those are the risks associated with Claude Code. So now we'll move on to the Claude Cowork. So again, this is the model or the part of the Claude environment, which is quite in the hype, and it's like a sort of a competitor or challenger for the developers, as we say. So this is like the modern automation. It has the visual desktop assistant for everyone. So it has like a visual interface and a dedicated desktop application that automates repetitive file management and data entry tasks without requiring coding knowledge. So again, there's no coding knowledge required. You just have to provide the prompts, or you have to provide the instructions to the bot, and it's a dedicated desktop application. So there's a clickable icons or clickable buttons are there, which you have to press and to trigger the bot. So workflow: organize folders, extract PDF data, and sync cross app data data. So that's again like it manages the various aspects of your desktop and things. Pros: no coding skills needed, seamless cross app integration. So again, there's no coding knowledge is required, and it can seamlessly cross app integration. It can access various other applications which are there, and it can automate basically all the applications which are available on your system. Status: currently in beta, early stage development. So again, like it's in a not fully, we can say it's still in little bit of testing going on, and like it's under the uh, like testing phase, where developers and the companies are testing it, and it's checking like how it's useful and will it be a good tool to be used to implement in the organization. And again, with this there are like various risks are also there, as you have to provide the access to your files which might be confidential or highly important data, and again it might get exposed, or that non-required exposure it can get. So that's the bit of a challenge with that. So yeah, so then we'll move to the final slide, which compares the different type of tools which the Claude AI provides. So based on the different features, we will check the slides. So basically we'll check the core interface, chat UI. Claude AI is the chat UI based interface. Claude Code has a terminal CLI. Claude Code has the desktop app. So that's how they work. System access, it doesn't require, Claude AI doesn't require any Claude Code. Full system memory, it requires Claude Cowork multi-app integration. Target user, Claude AI requires general professionals, Claude Code software engineers, and Claude Cowork non-technical users. Key advantage, Claude AI has versatile or general, Claude Code autonomous refactoring, and Claude Cowork no code workflows. So that's how like these three different tools differ, and these are the main features of each, and pros and cons, and that's how it's useful. So thank you guys, thanks for the attention, and let me know if any comments are there, queries are there in the comments, and I'll help you guys to provide the answers with those. And please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.